Hey, good morning, everybody. Katrina here. Another episode of our Go Live. I just had another buyer upon waking up. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I haven't even showered. Even before dropping the kids to school, my business kept working in the background. And I'm so grateful. So I'm about to go back to our place. Just dropped off the kids. And since the weather is tolerable for me, it's about 4 or 5 degrees, and it's not windy. I'm I usually get cold. I easily get cold, despite being here for 7 years now in Canada. So if it's not if there's not wind chills and all, I try to do my go live outside before I dive into deep work. Happy Monday, everybody! Hope you're having a great week, second day of the week. I mentioned last night, for me now, start of the week is Sunday. Although for most of you, start of the work week, for me as well, is a Monday, because the kids are in school, my husband is at his work, so it's time for me to also work in my business at home. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Comment live if you're catching me live, and comment replay. Maybe for some of you it's still early. Maybe you're still, rushing to your work, or maybe on your commute, or still at home dashing to the door. And all of a sudden you see me here. Still so early, Katrina. You're doing a go live already. Yes, consistency. And I want to get it out of the way, give value and inspiration for you, ladies and gentlemen. Comment live, comment replay, and let me know where you're tuning in from, so we know how global we are. And can you let me know what you had for breakfast if you're a breakfast morning person? Let me know. I haven't eaten. I'm trying to fast. I'm on and off the wagon, but I am being intentional about it. Again, today, let me see. By the way, if this is the first time you're seeing me, I'm Katrina. I'm based here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I love what I do. I help ambitious working school age mamas like me build a legacy revenue online while nurturing home and family life. Yes, that's a mouthful. That's what I do. I've had my online business for more than 4 years now, the longest career I've had, and I've never been more excited for the next 4, 8, 60, so many years to come. And today, yeah, I'm just so grateful, celebrating another business win. Over the weekend, my husband and I got so busy because we welcomed another his cousin, and her daughter and the husband came here on work permit. So we are, helping them settle, and they're gonna look for a place in another city here. So we hosted them over the weekend. So, needless to say, yes, we got busy. But I told myself, I don't need to worry, because there's business automation. Although, yes, of course, at the end of the day, we're still human beings. I still connect with my automated leads, with my automated buyers, because at the end of the day, business building is building a relationship one person at a time, helping them, helping, because they are the persons who used to be in my situation as well, looking for time and money freedom. So I'm here to guide them as their mentor and coach, and see if it's the best fit for them as well. So I'm grateful, and despite being busy, I got back to back 3 buyers. Saturday, and then Sunday, and then today. Oh my gosh, it's like daily automated buyers. It's like I couldn't imagine myself anymore, like before the business, because sometimes we we have to change our paradigms, because all along I thought the only way to get ahead is to really work my 9 to 5. Usually it's way over 9 to 5 every day, like 36, working 36, 40 hours every day. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, my something is About that, I'm looking at my Apple Watch because it vibrates whenever um, it alarms or something's calling, someone's calling. I'm just so grateful. Yeah, I thought that's the only way to get ahead, like work, um, exchange time for money. Am I hearing something? Oh, someone's using the phone nearby. And of course, I'm not saying if if you love your job, if you love your career, then that is awesome. I'm happy for you. You do you, right? I'm not saying this is the only way. I'm just saying there's a better way for me at least, because I am literally like, you can create, you can make money while you sleep. You can, as long as there's like a proven system that helps you generate that. And I know there's so many online businesses out there, so it's really up to you to do your due diligence. I'm not going to say that, hey, this is the best business out there. Again, at the end of the day, what's your goal, right? Because for me, as a busy mom, a career mom, trying to balance, they said there's really no such thing as balancing career and family life, but that was my goal before. you know I just wanted some extra, and to give us a little wiggle room at the end of each month, because if we get absent from work, that means less pay, that means less income. We're going to scramble towards the end of the month, and I don't like that stress anymore. So I wanted, actually, yeah, I wasn't really aiming for quitting my job. I didn't know that was even possible, just to think about it. I didn't even think about it way back. I just wanted something extra. And little that I know, 4 years forward, this will be my daily life. you know Sharing inspiration with you, ladies and gentlemen, watching this and getting results. And I got connected with another mom as well, who's based here in Toronto, and she already started watching the free webinar, but she had to pause because she's putting her son to sleep. She's now vacationing in the Philippines. And yes, absolutely. I said you can continue later. And that's the thing, even the webinar, yes, we do have live webinar every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, but you can immediately watch the replay, a replay where I was in as soon as you register. That's what I did actually 4 years ago. I don't have like 90 minutes to watch everything in one sitting. You know what I did? Whenever I go to work, I have like 10 minutes every day while waiting for my bus, for my train. So the time that I'm on the ground, I still have like the internet signal, the Wi-Fi signal. Then I watch it, and then now when I get to work, no more signal in the subway, so I need to stop. Then I'll do it again tomorrow. And I was able to watch the webinar in a week's time. Crazy, right? So that's how flexible it is. Even just watching the free info session, it's already flexible. So imagine the flexibility that it can give you down the road, right? And of course, I'm not saying whatever my result is could be. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but what I'm saying here is that this is what's possible for you as well. If it's also your goal, to have flexible income source. Maybe you're doing your day job, but you want to have something extra on the side that doesn't require like 8 hours or 10 hours of your daily hours, right? And this could be something that you can also explore. Of course, I'm putting in more hours right now because I want to, and because this is the only work quote unquote work that I do, and I love it. I enjoy it. I've started embracing it like way back. Did it start this way? No, absolutely not. I was so anxious. I was shy. Um, I got so worried. What would other people say, especially my relatives, my friends? What is Katrina doing online? And if you're feeling that way, I gotcha. I totally understand where you're coming from. I've been there, and it is crippling. Worrying, it's crippling. It stops you on your tracks. It's like you cannot think clearly if you always think about what other people would say. And as I've said before, the last time I checked, opinions do not pay the bills. Yes, you guys are entitled to your opinions. Maybe you're watching this, you're not even, um, uh, 100% supporting the idea of an online business, or maybe you have a personal thing about me. That's fine, you're here, and I'm not holding that against you. Maybe in the past you've had a not so good experience when it comes to something online. You bought a product or service that didn't serve you well. So from then on, you put this fence, this wall around you to preserve yourself. And that's totally okay. Right? Of course, I feel sorry that you had to go through that experience. But at the end of the day, yes, a dose of skepticism is healthy. It keeps you safe, but when it comes to a point that it doesn't serve you anymore, when it comes to a point that you can't decide whether to, you know, i- if it stops you on progressing towards your goal, if it stops you from achieving the success that you want, then that's not healthy anymore. That's why, as Bob Proctor would say, how do you change your paradigm? Paradigm is like the our subconscious mind, like the part of our mind that we don't have any control of, which got developed like from the day we were born. The people that we interact with, even when we're sleeping, it's there. It's those set of beliefs that we tell ourselves, like, okay, I'm not good at this, I'm this, this is the only thing that I can do. I'm not tech savvy, I cannot do that, I'm shy, things like that. And those are your set of beliefs, and we're not saying you have a fault on that, right? It's our upbringing, the people our parents have, or the people that we grew up with, our caretaker, the what do you call that, the people that who took care of us, right? They have a huge influence. Maybe you have a trauma when you're a child, and we acknowledge that, we honor that. So how do we change our paradigm? Dr. Bob Proctor would say it's gaining knowledge. How do you do that? You read books, listen to podcasts, listen to inspirational people, listen to mentors, coaches. YouTube is a great resource. Google is a great resource right now, not just for entertainment, but for people that you want to follow. Bob Proctor, Earl Nightingale, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone. Maybe you have also Joel Osteen, when it comes to your faith, lots of things to listen to. And then it's not enough to just listen, but the more important thing is repetition. Also, from Bob Proctor, he's my mentor. He doesn't know it. He passed away already. I'm so grateful for him. He said the mother of all skill is repetition. I've been listening to, I've mentioned it in my previous post, Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret. I've been listening to it. What day is it today? It's November 13th, right? Is it? Whatever day it is today, that's the number of days I've been listening to it. Yeah, November 13th. I started listening actually October 31. But I've committed to listen to it every single day. Not a single pass by. I've been listening to it, and I've been practicing, the gold card since then. And I think I attribute my daily happy results because of that. I didn't I continue to learn the skills that I've had, but I think the major shift, I didn't really do anything drastic when it comes to skills, like the technical skills, things like that, ads, things. I haven't even touched my ads. I'm just monitoring it for 2 weeks now. But the major shift is really my mindset. I make it a point, that I guard my thoughts. Of course, negative thoughts will just fly by, but I'm being intentional about it. I'm guarding my thoughts, and I'm making myself, like, feel good. It's not, I would say, in some hours, some days, it's not easy. It's so easy to get worried, but like over the weekend, I don't worry. Like, I know the system takes care of itself, and I know my prayer is like, God, lead me to the lead my ad, lead my business to the people who needs help, who wants to be helped, and the people that I can help, because it should be a two-way street. It's not just me helping them. They should have also, they should feel the need, they should have the urge, the courage to also change their situation, right? Because I can teach them the skills. I can teach them, sorry, it's a bit noisy. Those machines that they drive to clean the side the sweep the side streets. So that's that. Sorry about that. They should have also the initiative to start changing their lives, because I'm not going to be the one changing their lives, their situation. I'm just here to guide. I'm just here as a consultant. I'm just here to give them as much information that they need, because at the end of the day, it's going to be them. Like, some people would jump into here, take the next step and hop on the coaching call, and then they realize maybe it's not a good fit for them. That's okay. I'm not going to push something you're not 100% sure. And that's what I would actually want you to be, in that place that when you start here, it should be 100%. But sometimes you can't really have that. You can't be 100% ready in anything. Like right now, I'm doing this go live. Like, I don't even have my makeup on. Like, physically speaking, I'm not like 100% ready, but my emotions, I'm like, I need to take this out, because this might inspire people. This might inspire random person, random mom like me who want to change but still on the limbo, right? And some people would say, "Oh, me, Katrina, I think I'm not ready yet." That's okay. I would say sometimes we can't really be 100% ready, or if you're having doubts, that's okay. My prayer is you feel guided, and that you feel enough inspiration to move the needle. And my question is, okay, if you're not gonna do this, do you have any backup? If yes, then that's awesome. Do that. But if you don't have any other backup plans that you want to do, then start asking yourself, what else? What else can I do? Because especially if you've been following me for 1 year, 2 years, you've been. I had like, I have like a few people message me over the past week, like, Katrina, I've been watching you for over a year now. um, this specific mom. I've been following you for over a year now, and when I scroll back to our on our messages on Messenger, I was like, oh yeah, like this been like more than a year old. And she said, I've been so inspired since then, but for some reason, something is holding me back. But now I'm actually taking action. It's 1 year, the past year didn't make anything better. And she has now, when she saw my ad last year, she was still pregnant, and now she has a 15-month-old um, child. And she felt like it's more challenging. And so that really pushed her. So if that's okay, sometimes you see an opportunity, you see my opportunity, this online business that I've been doing, or other opportunity at a different time zone in your life, in a sense that you're not in the 12 o'clock yet, meaning 12 o'clock is that's your hot spot. Right? Maybe you've seen my ad last year, you're still in the 6 o'clock, you're just that this is could be a good opportunity, but you're good, like you're still, maybe you just got promoted from your job, you still have a good, everything's steady, it's not really like you're not paid enough to do something different, and that's okay. Maybe you just got promoted, or your income is comfortably supporting your family, and maybe there's a huge family event, you just welcome a baby, you just welcome a new family member. If you're an immigrant, you just reunited with your son, your daughter, your spouse, your parents, and it's a happy stage, and you're still doing a lot of stuff, that's okay. And then comes 9 o'clock, okay, something happened with your job, there people are getting laid off, and then you are kind of anxious if it's going to be you next, or you just don't want to deal with that uncertainty anymore. And then come 12 o'clock, like, you're in there as well, and then maybe you got laid off, and you're just so scared as well. You don't have the peace of mind already what's going to be the next few weeks, few months, few years for you. And then you take action. And then you realize I'm still here. I've been here for more than 4 years. And I would be glad to welcome you, to set an inspiration, to guide you, not to guarantee anything, because, as in any kinds of businesses, there are no guarantees, but there are a lot of possibilities. What I love about our business is there are so many people ahead of me in terms of time and also income. Does that make me jealous? Not at all. That makes me more inspired. That makes me, because they're serving as my like kind of north star in the business, like physically in the business, in terms of, oh my gosh, these people, they're doing it, like they're earning twice as, three times. Some are people earning 10 times as me, and that makes me more inspired, like, oh my gosh, if these people are doing it, that's also possible for me. What are the possibilities? Because 4 years ago, that was my thinking as well. Like, if these people are making it, like earning extra, you know dollars, $1,000 a month, $2,000, and that could be possible. And then all of a sudden, being able to annualize my monthly income, that's crazy. And I've had like two corporate jobs here in Canada before finding this business. Survival jobs first, at the factory underwear company, and then at the kitchen of a private school, and then my first two corporate jobs was at the law firm and an investment firm. And my bosses, I know how much they earn, like hundreds of thousands. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is how the big bosses here in Canada earn. And but mind you, of course, their experience is like at least minimum 15, 20, 30 years to be able to reach those income, like half a million dollars or so, or more than that. And so it's like kind of expected from my end. Like, okay, it gave me an idea. Okay, for you to earn this much here in Canada, you have to have like 15, 20-year experience in your chosen career. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a long way to go. So that was my paradigm. And here, like, everyday people, Coach Mildred De Los Santos, she used to be a personal support worker. Hi, Coach Mildred, if you're watching this, you're a huge inspiration. You know that. She used to be a personal support worker, a housekeeper, now her own boss, like hitting like millions of dollars in her business last year. She surpassed it already this year, and less than like 5 years in the business. That's crazy. I get inspired by those stories, even by just my mentors, my direct mentors and coaches, Dave and Roxanne. They didn't have any, you know, um, huge experience when it comes to social media marketing. They've failed in 24 businesses in the past, traditional network marketing, reaching out to families and friends. There's nothing wrong with that, but some people, a lot of people are not comfortable with that, and we acknowledge that. That's why we have an online system. Yes, you can still do it the traditional way, but this is social media network marketing. Okay, and that's why even if I just woke up and I have yet to bring the kids to school, my business gives me results. Then that's a power of automation, social media marketing, because I'm running ads on Facebook and Instagram. And my mentors and coaches didn't have much experience as well when it comes to social media marketing, but they decided. That's the first thing. You have to decide that enough is enough. You be hungry and you rush yourself, you sense of urgency to change your situation. And maybe you're in the rock bottom right now. You feel like, oh my Katrina, I think I've dug myself into a huge hole and I don't know how to get out of this. One person sent me an email before, like, how did you dig yourself out of the hole? And I was like, oh, that's a very, very intuitive question. I said, I started with one step, decision. It's not um, an easy way up, of course, but I tried to put one stone after another stone until I was able to get out of the hole, and that's why I feel the moral obligation to show up here on my business page, on my personal account, on my YouTube account, to serve as an inspiration. Wherever you are, whether you're an immigrant, you're staying in your home country, you feel stuck, and you feel like there's no other way. If you're in a rock bottom, there's no other way but to go up. You just need to decide and believe. That's the main thing, you know. And whatever faith you're practicing, I'm a Christian and I believe in God. He has supreme power with everything. And the message yesterday at the church is like, all about discipleship. How are you showing up to other people? Like, you can even start with the people that you always deal with, like your family members, your work colleagues, and you guys are my followers here. I think this is also a very good platform to spread the faith, in terms of not just faith in yourself, faith in God, faith that yes, you can do this too. And of course, coupling it with prayers, praying that, praying like it all depends on God. And at the end of the day, working like it depends on you. Of course, you cannot just pray, and just sit down there, right? You have to do something, right? Um, and whenever I feel rushed, whenever I feel pressured, this image, this Bob Proctor and Earl Nightingale, like, keeps talking to me. You are progressing in a calm and confident manner, and I love that thought because yes, sometimes we find ourselves rushing through things, especially if you're a mom, if you're a career mom like me, if you're a career parent. There's so many things going on, but at the end of the day, I'm telling myself, you know what? This moment, I want to cherish it. I want to be more present to this because you guys are watching me right now. I want to give you the value that you deserve, that maybe that you can inspire you. Take the action, whether in this business or in your job, or to say I love you to a person, to a family member, or to somebody that you've been wanting to say I love you to, right? Or say I'm sorry to. Take that initiative, and you'll never know where it can lead. Deciding to take a chance upon myself 4 years ago, I didn't have any idea that I would be sharing these nuggets of experiences for you guys. Getting automated results. I didn't know there's such a world like this 4 years ago. And that's the main thing that I'm also like practicing this month, is just believing. I've known this for years, like especially when I started the business. We're very huge on personal development, and as Jim Rohn would say, income seldom exceeds personal development. And if you think about it, like, oh yes, like, the Katrina 4 years ago is a totally different Katrina of right now in terms of the skills, the mindset. Of course, I'm still, the Katrina from Nueva Ecija, but in terms of skills, the mindset, it's like hundredfold different. Like, and I cannot like just talk to the camera like this. I know you guys are there, but I'm talking to my phone, right? But because of repetition of the skills that I'm learning, that I'm putting to practice, and I'm getting over myself. Like, I can be conscious, like I don't have makeup, I haven't showered, it's cold. You wouldn't know if I don't tell you, right? But I'm coming here because I'm getting over myself. Like, what is it? Like, I'm not um, the value that I can provide here. That's much more push for me, rather than thinking of what you guys would think about my physical appearance, right? And that's how I get confident sharing these stuff right here. So many things. Oh my gosh, I thought I plan to just go here live 5-10 minutes. It's already almost 30 minutes, and this is when I'm in the flow, and I want to take advantage of that, and because my goal is to give you value, inspiration, educate, maybe, relate with a few of my stories, make you laugh. Although I'm not really good at jokes, but some people would laugh how I laugh. If that makes them happy, that's okay. That's fine. I love that. Oh my gosh, let me see. Oh, lots of comments here. I'm just hello, Poonam, watching from Australia. Hello from the land down under. Oh, it's nighttime there. Hey, Catherine, watching here to be more inspired. Aja, Aja. Good morning. Hey, hey, Mama Rebecca. 100% growth. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Thank you, ladies. And oh, there's more. Oh, I'm just looking at the bottom part. Sorry, I missed Jessica. Hello. Good morning. Hey, Jackie from Las Vegas, from UK. Patrick, how are you doing? Hello, hello. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And my prayer is that I continue, like, that God continues to bless me, to empower me, to equip me first, so I can empower, equip, and inspire more people, more families, one mom, one parent, one dad at a time. And what was that verse? I think it's Matthew 23:20. Matthew. And the verse goes like, and surely God said that I will be with you every step of the way, until the end of time, something like that. And the pastor is saying, isn't that amazing? Because the verse did not say us, like me, I will be with God every moment of the day. It's like God, it's a reverse. God says, I will be with you any time of the day until the end of time. Like whatever mundane things that you're doing, especially if you're feeling alone and lonely, you're not with your physical family or friends, and you feel like giving up, remember that, that's my inspiration for you. If there's one thing that I want you to get from here, is that God is always with you. Whatever little thing, whatever little work you feel like you're doing at your job, at home, God is with you and you can always talk to Him. I remember, when I'm feeling discouraged in my first corporate job, like I feel like I can do more because I started literally like as a junior filing clerk, literally filing documents like in huge cabinets, like alphabetizing them. That's what I did. I know it's not like I'm belittling the position, but it's more of I know I can do more than that. And then I became patient. And my prayer back then, I think I've been reading something like a Bible verse back then as well. And it says, like, you know what? Whenever you go to your work, your boss is not the CEO of the company. Your boss is not like your immediate superior. Yes, they are they're your boss or mentor there, but ultimately your boss is God, is Jesus. And that makes a whole lot of difference for me because I would pray like, Lord, you know what, I'm doing this not to impress my boss, but I'm doing this to glorify you because you've given me this skill, to be able to do my work in the best possible way. And when I had that mind shift, you know what, I there's a lot of organizing ideas have flown through me, and I started putting stickers on the cabinet, and they're like the lawyers there have seen that. Oh, Katrina, that's actually nice. They started noticing my efforts. I didn't do it to be noticed, but I did it because I want to be really good, the best in what I do, like organizing those files. So I've asked the the one who manages the supply to buy like those labeling things. So I put it there. It's like they can easily see it, the letters, the last names of the files, things like that. And what that made a lot of difference for the everyday life of the lawyers, the paralegals, and that's a great help for them. And they noticed that, and they were grateful for that. I was like, okay, that made me feel good to go to my work every day and to be the best employee in my position. And see when and then I realized, you know what, it's really like a mindset thing. If I drag myself to work, like, oh, I'm just doing this, I can do more. If I, if I like that idea won't come to me. So really, at the end of the day, it's 80/20. The skills, the mindset, the technical, the strategies, you learn that, training. We provided training. We don't discount that. That's amazing. That's how I learned. But at the end of the day, I go above and beyond what is provided in a training. Why? Because I know there's a lot of learnings to be had. That's and meaning when and leadership. There's the law of the lid, as John Maxwell would say. The law of the lid in leadership is like if you're the leader in your team, your leaders in your group, your team grows as much as you grow as their leader. If you have, if you know this certain skills, or if you have this certain mindset, they will follow you. Okay, and they mirror what you do, even if you don't know it unconsciously. If they even if they're not aware, they're also like, oh, Katrina's not doing this, I'm not going to do it. Or Katrina, oh, she's doing Go Live every day. Maybe if this is also something that I could do. Maybe not every day, but maybe once every 2 days, or once every 3 days, or once a week. Baby steps. Because I know my team, my business partners are watching me. So it's not just to also grow my own business, but also to share inspiration with them. Like, hey, this person is doing it. Maybe this is also something I can do. And I know that whatever achievements I have, my prayers, they can surpass me, right? But most of the time they would even, almost there or equal me. But so that's why it's always a constant goal for me to improve myself at least 1% every day. Like I should be a better person, even just a tiny bit from yesterday. And that's the law of the compounding effect as well. Towards the end of the year, I my goal is to be what 360 times 365 days and one fourth and one half. How many days do we have in a year? To be that better from January 1, looking back, you know, when I'm at December 31. So there you go. I hope. Oh my gosh, I'm like flowing like my ideas. So let me see here. Let me see. Let me see. Hi, Coach. Hey, Nida. Thank you. Nida here is one of my most avid, consistent. She's also part of the business. I give honor to you, Nida, even if it's like a different time zone. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your support, not just here in my Goal Life, but also in our flock chats, in our business chats. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Amen. Amen. Exactly what I felt before joining. I know I can do more, right? Like you just have that nudge, and sometimes you just need to follow that feeling, that gut feeling. Feeling is a secret. What's his name? There's a book like that, Neville. I forgot the author, right? And sometimes you just need to listen, and of course, pray about it as well. Rebecca, heart, the best, be the best example. Exactly, because they're watching you, even if both of you are unaware, right? Um, that's why also in our community, I look up to our leaders. What are they doing? What's working? Maybe I can also mirror that to my team. You know, growing a team of more or less 900 people, maybe turning 1,000 in the next few months. Like, oh my gosh, leading these people, I can't even imagine how big that would be in person. Right? But I'm just here, simple mom, hardworking, big dreamer mom, wanting to have extra little that I know I'll be able to affect these people's lives. And I'm so grateful to all mine. I'd give honor and credit to my coaches also in my team for growing their own teams, for leading them by example as well. Follow the right guy. Thank you, Sharon. I thought we give you. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you. That means a lot. Um, Speaking of, do you remember what was your topic when you first go live? Oh yes, Catherine. Because back then we were following a certain mentor online, and there was a go live challenge, and one of my sisters here in the business, like we started same month, Eileen Takata, she invited me like, sis, let's do this go live. Like, what is this all about? So there was a sign up sheet, just like how we did it. Also, I think that was the inspiration how we did ours inside our business, in our team specifically. And there were topics every day. I think the first one is like, just introduce yourself, who you are, what you do for your work, for your business. And then it's like a, is it a 10 or 15-day go live challenge, and then there's a task every day. So there's like, be like, share a story of hope, and then share a funny story, or use, there's also one that uh, day that we went go live, doing some effects here on the Go Live itself. I'm using StreamYard right now, but just using the emojis, and there's effect. And I remember I have that. I have my sons with me. We did a baby shark. So, just exploring, being silly. But I remember the very first few days, like I was sweaty. Like, oh my gosh, I have to put my perfect makeup, a perfect eyebrow. That was the good old days. I don't regret. And some people, they would go live, and then they would delete it. They would watch and they would cringe, and then they would delete it. I was like, why are you deleting it? It's something that you can look back. And then I told that person, you know what? Yes, I also watch my go lives if it's shorter. Oh my gosh, just 40 minutes already. I sometimes also watch my go lives, and then what I do is I critique myself. What can I improve on? So I told that person, my business partner, you know what? Yes, you can definitely watch. If you feel like cringing, that's okay. Deal with it. It's gonna get messy, messy in the middle, and then it will be beautiful at the end. Robin Sharma said, and take notes of what you can improve on. If you feel like you hear yourself saying a lot of a lot of fillers, then do something to change that. Because I think we're doing a lot of fillers, like what is that, because we're so scared of stopping, we're scared of pausing, we don't like dead air. But there's power in pausing. Like right now, if I'm still thinking about the words next that I would say, instead of doing, I still do fillers. Don't don't get me wrong. I still do that, but instead of doing that, I would catch myself, and then I would just pause, like just like a regular conversation, because I'm thinking. I'm human. I also make mistakes, and then when you watch your go live and then take notes of the things that you can improve on, then you're aware. At least you're aware, and then you can improve on that one person at a time, right? So that was my first thought, Catherine. And sometimes you just need to share where you are. Just a quick go live. You don't need it doesn't need to be like 42 minutes like this. It's like a podcast already. I hope that helps, Catherine. Good morning, Amelia. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you, Coach. I'm so blessed listening to you, everything you're talking. God bless you. Thank you so much. Go live, and sometimes no one. Yeah, absolutely, Amelia. You know what? You guys, I can see a few of you watching right now. Earlier, first few minutes, I see zero, because when you go live, you can actually see how many people are tuning in, how many people are liking or commenting. But I kept going. I know, because I'm too early. Some people are not really tuned into their phones. It's Monday morning. They're busy rushing to their work, taking care of their kids, and that's fine, right? And yeah, there you have it. Let me see here. What works well and what can I improve? Exactly. Like what's working, what's not. How can I do it better? Right. The thing that we always say. Go live sometimes forget what to say. Hey, that's me too, Amelia. Like what was the topic again? In this whole 43 minutes, I was just supposed to celebrate my automated wire this morning upon waking up. Like I think that's 5 in the morning, and then I woke up like 6:30. And then there's a lot of a whole other topics that I was able to share with you guys. Hey, Melly, hello, hello. Go back to our training mastermind. I share tips on doing go live. Catherine, yeah, awesome. Thank you for that, Coach Rebecca. And yes, we've been doing a lot of sharing in their mastermind in our team as well. What else can you share? What Because we're doing, it's not mandatory to go live. It's not mandatory to share whatever in terms of what time, right, Coach Rebecca, Catherine. But the thing is, we want to be varied. We share posts, reels, video, go lives like this. What's the goal? Because to give value to our audience. Value could be knowledge, yes, like how to do stuff in terms of technical and mindset, and also to provide entertainment, When you make someone happy, that's value. You're adding, joy to their life. That's also value. And also value is also inspirational, like hopefully what I'm doing right now. So those are value. We want to give value to our audience so they know, like in a sense that they may want to consider doing the business as well. And sometimes, you just want to give value, because at the end of the day, it's not just selling, selling, selling in terms of, oh, buy this. Like, imagine you have two Starbucks or two Tim Hortons branches in your place. Where would you go? Which one would you prefer? The one, you know, the customer service is poor, or the customer service is like, oh, hey, it's like you're the most important customer there, right? At the end of the day, you go to the one who you built a relationship with, right? And that's also my goal in my goal lives, to give value, to connect with us, because at the end of the day, amidst all the AI and technologies, which are truly grateful for making the world a better, smaller place, is that at the end of the day, we are all here human relation. We are relational human beings. We want connection. We want communication, whether that, like, talk, text, messenger, connection, like human to human, not just robots. And Catherine, awesome. Thank you. All right. Oh my God, 46 minutes. You guys are still here. Look at this. I'm just enjoying the view. I'm gonna wash the dishes, make beds, and freshen up, shower, and then dive into work. Ah. Oh, I need to deposit some checks. Been sitting on my desk for a few weeks now. I'm so excited. This week we'll receive our monthly and quarterly bonuses. Oh my gosh, thank you, Lord. So excited for that, and send them. I'm looking forward to sending more business contracts this week. I've got a bunch of coaching calls last week, and we are getting ready to get started as well here in the business. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, celebrating. Celebrate yourself, celebrate being alive, celebrate you being able to take a walk without any physical pain. That's already a huge blessing. Being able to move your body the way you intend to move them. So those are huge blessings. Little things, mundane things, just breathing normally with no coughs and colds, and opening up your eyes with no pain, with bright um, eyesight, and maybe you're wearing glasses. You're able to see so many things to be grateful for. So thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the week. I'll see you again later or tomorrow on the Go Live. Okay, bye for now. Take care.